Hi everybody, I'm Sherri Gray. Some of you may know me as Singing Grandma, the grandmother who writes songs primarily about LGBT matters because I am a licensed therapist and a longtime ally, activist, advocate for the LGBT community. But what I want to talk about is I may be putting together a series of talks to hopefully shine the light on, educate, inform uh, mainly the straight community about how wonderful and how normal and just regular folks the LGBT community is. How wonderful, how disgustingly ordinary LGBT folks are. They pay bills, they pay their mortgage, they go to the doctor, they raise pets and kids, they garden, they work hard. They, listen to me, they, like it's we and them, they're like all human beings. We all want the same things. We all have hopes and dreams and values and things that we need in our life. What gets me is the straight folks go right to the sex thing, as if what anybody does intimately is anybody else's business. That just floors me. I never, ever will get it. You know, we're born into a primarily binary world, male or female. What's the kid? It's a boy or a girl. From there, very early in life, I know this from my own experience and as a therapist and studying a lot of child development courses, we very early on know what gender we are. You feel like a boy, you feel like a girl. Some people are not matching their mindset with their biological equipment they're born with. And those folks become real when they determine they're transgender folks and they need to really be who they authentically are. So we've got the binary thing, the biological birth equipment that you have, and then we've got the gender identity, how you feel, what you really feel like, which leads to how you want to express. You know, some kids say, I don't want to wear fluffy dresses. I want to wear blue jeans or khakis and a t-shirt. And then, so that's the expression. And then as we get older, we have a gender orientation. I'm learning every single day. I'm still learning. So it's sometimes overwhelming to me. And so I can understand how straight folks are just, they just don't get it. So I do my best to try and inform them one by one on one when I'm with them. But I thought maybe it'd be good to make a video. And I don't know where this is going. You know, I'm just talking here to see what comes out. What I do know is that your gender orientation and your expression, your expression, the way you express and the way you feel about yourself in your own gender identity has nothing to do with whom you may choose to love or date later in life. And the straight, rigid world just doesn't seem to get that because they're so used to man, woman, get married, raise kids, that's it. No wiggle room for anything else. Let me tell you, there's wiggle room because there is a huge rainbow with so many gradations on all the spectra. The from the orientation to the expression to even the identity. Some people don't want to be just male or female. Some want to be both or change it from day to day. Some people want to be neither, non-binary, and so they go by they or them. It's just, as I say, I'm still learning, and so I do have compassion for the folks who just don't get it. But what's important to me is that they at least get to know some of the folks that they say they just can't stand to be around and want to vote against and all that other stuff. So I think back to that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. My belief is that underneath all of this, no matter how we're born, where we're born, eye color, hair color, skin color, whatever, underneath we are pure light and love. I think all babies are born with kindness in their every single cell, but it is taught out of us if we are around folks who teach us it's us and them. Don't hang out with them. Don't be like them. They're bad. We're good. And I'd like to see us get to a world that is, there's my saying, be kind. Right there. That's my music wall. This is my music area that I write in. So I write my songs in an effort to open hearts and minds. And I thought I would just be a little bit more not proactive, but a little more participatory. Because as a clinician, of course, I've done workshops and trainings and lots of group work and all that stuff. So it's hard for me to keep this down. I see I'm up to 6 minutes already, which is a long time. But when you're used to doing an all-day workshop, this is nothing. What I would like to say is that I pray that that someone will watch this and hear me when I say from my very soul, myself. I have sat with LGBT clients in my office and held them as they wept and said, "Don't you think I would change if I could?" I'm telling you folks, straight world out there, these wonderful dear souls are courageous and resourceful and intelligent and witty and creative, and I have held them as they come in week after week and say, "They prayed over me again and it didn't work." We know who we are when we're very little, and it can't be prayed away or beaten out. Please stop beating and harming and hurting my friends. They are just wanting to be real. They're wanting to be who they really are. Because I believe underneath all the hair color, the eye color, the makeup, the costumes, the religions, the politics, we are beings of pure light and love, and we are not meant to hurt each other. We are meant to be kind, to get along together, to not be divided. Please stop with the labels, and please believe me when I say I know that this is true. Every single client has tried to change, and they can't. So please don't ask them. They're wonderful the way they are, and they really are just like you, whether you want to believe it or not. Wonderful, wonderful folks. I wrote down some of the qualities: courageous, determined, hardworking, creative, fun to be with, compassionate, kind, mature, helpful, pet lovers. I could go on and on and on. You folks are missing a lot by not hanging out with some of these dear souls who have been through hell and back, around and around. They've buried friends. You know, every November we have a transgender day of remembrance. The transgender community folks, especially people of color, are being killed everywhere around the world. I know when I wrote my my marriage equality song that went viral 4 years ago, I got comments from all over the world. And the ones that broke my heart were from the folks in countries where it's illegal to be who you are. You can't say you're gay. You have to be stealth and keep it in the closet, literally. That's a shame for someone not to be real. Can you imagine, straight folks, if someone said to you, you have to change? I wrote a song about that too. You know, if the straight people think it's easy to turn you um, back to being, or turn you to being straight, let them try to switch and become part of the rainbow spectrum. Please be kind to each other. Thank you so much. I have no idea where this little series is going to go, or if it'll be a series, but I just thought I'd try something different instead of sitting up here and singing a song. But I am going to write some more. I've got some in mind for all my rainbow friends. Thank you so much. And please, straight people, try and open your hearts and minds and be kind. Thank you.